What I want to do today is talk to you a little bit about some Firenock products and really do a little bit of myth busting around the idea that Firenock products are not made for deer hunters and for other big game hunters, and instead that they're more focused on target archers. The science of archery, that's the slogan that Firenock lives by. And at the end of the day, a target archer may be more concerned with exactly what that science looks like and how it helps them to be better at the sport that they love. But at the end of the day, the only thing that a hunter cares about is that this projectile is going to help them kill animals more humanely and more efficiently. So let's talk about what it is that actually sets the AeroWeave by Firenock apart from its competition. The way that traditional carbon arrows are weaved together and the way that the carbon is laid when they actually roll the tube, it allows you to have somewhat of a strong and structurally sound arrow. And you'll actually see tests where people will take their arrows and they'll almost bend them down from tip to tip. And that's great and it looks good on paper, but at the end of the day, what does that really translate into in terms of arrow flight and its killing potential? Well, with the Firenock AeroWeave, you'll actually see that within their AeroWeave pattern, they have small squares, or in some cases where they're rotated at 45-degree angle, you'll actually see that it turns more into a diamond pattern. A lot of times what you'll see is that the traditional carbon arrow has somewhere around 1 to 2 or 1 to 3 coverage on that overlap of the different directions that the arrow is actually weaved at. With the Firenock arrow, on the other hand, you're actually getting true 1-to-1 coverage. And what that means is your arrow is going to be stronger and it's going to give you better loop strength, torsional strength, as well as rotational strength, which is ultimately going to translate into better arrow flight, more retained energy, and you're also going to have an arrow that's not going to break when you put it through an animal. Within the AeroWeave here that you don't see is actually in the front 6 inches of this arrow, there's actually another shaft that has been glued inside. That's part of Firenock's AeroConcept System. The idea behind this and the importance is that because of that front end having a double shaft, it actually increases the strength and the stiffness of that arrow without drastically increasing weight. That also helps to reduce the overall oscillation pattern of this arrow, meaning that as it flies, it's going to do less of this and it's going to more quickly start flying straight. What does that translate into as a hunter or even as a target archer? That means that you're going to get flatter arrow flight and more retained energy, which ultimately will help with penetration if you're shooting at longer distances, especially for you big game hunters out there when you're shooting at 60+ yards, maybe hitting an animal and striking bone. This arrow, the way that it's designed, is going to naturally fly flatter, and it's also going to hit harder when you make impact with that animal. Here at SELFILMED, we've been partnered with Firenock for quite a few years, and there's a pretty simple reason for that. We truly believe that they make the best product that you can buy on the market. And at the end of the day, one of the most important things you can get out of any archery product is consistency. And with Firenock, because of the fact that their products are based on science and not just on haphazard research, you can guarantee that you'll get consistent results that are going to help you be more successful in the field. For more information from Firenock, be sure to visit their website at firenock.com and check out the reviews we've done on their products in the past at selfilmed.com.